Hey guys, it's Jasmine, your brow expert. You're probably wondering, her brows are a little lighter than I'm used to seeing it. So I thought maybe you guys want to know what I do every day before I go to work or just even a casual day. So if you guys have been subscribing, following me for a while now, you know that my brows are tattooed, right? And so I had that done a long time ago. So it's been a great thing for me because I was never born with much hair. So it's been a great stencil background. So I pretty much use Brow Pen by Anastasiabeverlyhills. I love this. This is my to-go every single day. Simply because it's so easy for me and it can be for you. It's waterproof, so it lasts all day. It's great for warm days like this. So if you guys are in a warmer climate and you can't seem to get a product that lasts, this is a great product to use because it's really thin. You really don't feel like you have anything on your eyebrows. If you have a full set of eyebrows, but you have a few gaps, and nothing seems to stay on, this is also a great thing for you to do. You need a brow pen. We have so many colors. I promise you there will be one that fits you. I'm using a medium brown. I can use a couple of different other colors, but I'm just gonna use medium brown. I'm holding on a pencil because it has a great spoolie brush attached to it. It's a perfect pencil. Grab any spoolie brush you have. And I also like to use a very stiff type of round brush on hand because you know what, sometimes you're gonna make some mistakes. At least I still do, right? So it's good to have something like this with a concealer or a foundation to clean up any of the edges. It's how you're gonna look like a professional. So here's a quick tip. Okay, so once you get the pen ready to go, I always tell people test it on your hand first, simply because when you press, see how thick and dark that can look? If you touch lightly, it's really thin, and you can like do little hair strokes with that. So know your pressure, try it on your hand first, so that way you really get a feel of it, right? And I almost tell everybody not to go straight up in the front because that is gonna be your heaviest application. So I usually like to just tell people to go in the middle to the end of the eyebrow and use that motion. See what I'm doing right now? And I'm not even touching my eyebrows yet because you're only using the tip of this pen, the sharpest part of the pen or the marker, whatever it looks like to you, but you're only using the tip because you want that sharp little line. Now for the ends and you don't have much and you just like that solid look, you can lay it down flat to get that thicker look. You could also use a little bit of powder to begin with if you are used to using something like that to get that kind of stencil, and then put the pen over it. But this is just simply what I do every day, you guys. I'm just going over. Now I am literally barely touching my eyebrows. See, I'm going at an angle. Now, it depends on what you like, right? But I prefer my lines to go in an angle. I don't like it straight up and down. So I'm just going in an angle. When I get up in the front, I'm just very careful. Now, don't worry about going too much because you could always correct that later. Just get the lines on there, right? And if it's a little thicker, that's okay. So again, I'm starting from the middle and then I'm just going to the end. And I am just, now if you don't feel like you're having a steady hand, use your other hand to hold it if you need to, but make sure that you're just, and don't move your eyes, don't move your eyebrows. All you're doing is lifting up your chin, looking right at the mirror and just seeing what you're doing. So that way your eyelids, everything is nice and tight. You're not making these expressions, at least try not to. Okay, so this is pretty much, again, it. Now I'm going a little higher than my eyebrow because I want that wispy look. This is for those of you guys that really just want to go over your eyebrows to get that kind of hair stroke background. And if you do have a gap, you're just going right in that little gapped area. That's it. Now, once you've got that on there, that's where the spoolie brush comes in. So you're just combing over everything that you did, but not too hard. Please try not to comb too hard because this is how you lose eyebrow hair, you guys. If you press too hard, you just need to be very gentle. So you're combing, and it really spills the color around, makes it much softer, and you control how much of it you want. And you guys, you can always go back to it if you feel like, oh, that's too much off. Just go back to a few lines. And that's really it. that's pretty much what I do. And if I do make some mistakes, that's when I grab that little stiff angle brush, use a little bit of the concealer, a tiny bit. You don't need much, really, especially this one. This Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, which is number 6, I believe. Going right around the edges if I feel like I made some mistakes. See how intense this concealer is, which is why I'm barely touching my skin, because I don't want it to be too much. But hey, this is perfect because it really does help cover any mistakes. But you know what? It's not just covering the mistakes. It's really about just getting it nice and clean and a professional look. So I hope this helps. This is literally what I do every day. So try it out, especially for those of you that have a problem keeping some color on. And let me know if you've tried this out. Definitely subscribe. And thank you for being on this.